The Deacon's Secret by Frank's Stories. Deacon James was everything a church could want in a leader. Humble, prayerful, always the first to arrive and the last to leave. The senior pastor often said, "If God doesn't call James to be a pastor, then God must be blind." The congregation believed he was next in line to lead the church, and he acted like he didn't want it, though deep down he did. But Deacon James had a strange routine. Every Saturday night around 11 p.m., he would leave the city and drive to a rural area no one else dared go. People assumed he was going to pray or fast. No one ever asked questions. That is, until a new convert named Sandra moved into her house. Not far from those old farmlands, Sandra was quiet, freshly divorced, and searching for peace. She didn't know that her new home was just a few meters away from the ruins of a church called Glory Tabernacle, a church that burned down 10 years. Earlier, during a mysterious midnight service, 7 members died. The place was rumored to be cursed, but Sandra didn't believe in curses, not until she saw Deacon James. One night, she noticed his car parked outside the old church gate. Curious, she hid in the shadows and watched Deacon. James was pacing around the ruined altar, chanting in a language that sounded ancient and sickening. Then just past midnight, something happened. A tall figure emerged from the ashes, a woman with no face, barefoot, dressed in white, and humming a haunting hymn. Sandra ran. That night, she dreamed of the same faceless woman standing over her, bed whispering, "Return the blood, or take her place." The dreams came every night. Sandra started losing sleep, her sanity slipping. She told Pastor Elisha, the senior pastor, but he only laughed gently and said, "Your spirit is battling. Just fast and pray." But Pastor Elisha didn't know that Sandra had recorded everything with her phone. The following Saturday, she brought a friend, Chidi, a freelance journalist with a thirst for real stories. They waited in silence, hidden behind the tall grass, as Deacon James returned again to the ruins. They recorded him, chanting, walking, and then, once again, the faceless woman appeared, this time handing Deacon James something wrapped in black cloth. Chidi uploaded the footage anonymously that night. By morning, the whole church had seen it. Chaos erupted. The congregation was horrified. Deacon James denied it all. He said it was fake, video manipulation. Pastor Elisha tried to calm everyone, but something in his eyes said he was shaken to his core. That evening, Pastor Elisha showed up at Sandra's house, looking pale and trembling. "You don't understand what you've done," he whispered. "That woman, the one in white, she was my sister. She died in that fire." He confessed everything. "We were all in it. Me, James, 5 other men. We made a blood pact to grow our ministries. The fire wasn't an accident. We locked the doors, poured petrol. It wasn't supposed to be her, but she was in the building. And the demon still comes. Every 10 years it demands blood." He explained that it was James's turn to offer the blood this year, but James was trying to take all the power for himself. And now, because Sandra exposed him, she was the next sacrifice. Terrified, Sandra tried to leave town the next morning, but her car wouldn't start. She called Chidi, but Chidi never answered. By noon, his body was found in a canal. His eyes were wide open. His tongue was missing. Sandra went into hiding, but the dreams got worse. The faceless woman no longer whispered. She screamed, every night. Until one night, she stopped. Sandra woke up, unable to move. Her mouth was sealed shut, like something was stitched over it. Her phone buzzed. A message appeared on the screen. "Return the blood, or take her place." Desperate, Sandra walked into church the next Sunday and faced the congregation. She played Pastor Elisha's confession over the church speakers. Gasps, screams. Elisha collapsed on the spot and was rushed to the hospital. Deacon James stood silently and walked out of the church. No one stopped him. That night, the church caught fire. Again. 5 people died. Not pastors, not leaders, just regular members. But Sandra survived, and as she walked through the burning ashes, she saw her again. The faceless woman, only this time she had a face, Sandra's face. From that day on, Sandra changed. She stopped attending regular services. She stopped speaking to people. She moved into the ruins of Glory Tabernacle and began hosting midnight prayers there. People say she no longer blinks, that she speaks in a language older than time, that she sees your sins when you stand before her. Deacon James was never seen again. Pastor Elisha died 2 weeks later, his eyes scorched black. And Sandra? She leads prayers in a place no one dares enter. And if you hear her voice in your dreams, singing softly, you better wake up fast, because it means your blood is next.